My name is Margaret Esri White. I am 73. I love God, my family, my country, and I stand for all good people wanting to raise healthy, happy families and be free in the United States of America. My definition of family is simply all you love. I spell God G-O-O-D. If doing good, you're pleasing God. Let's do that. Today is June 27th, 2021, and I am writing my first blog. Last night, while watching Trump's first rally, many thoughts came to mind. I do believe he won. I believe if you watched Rigged, Patrick Byrne's Rigged movie, you'll believe it as well. I have seen enough evidence, and I think that all Americans would simply want a free and fair election and would want to audit if there's a discrepancy. And I have to say, when I hear those that do not want an audit, I have to wonder if they really do want free and fair elections. I just have to wonder that. I was happy to see him back, and especially happy to see a great turnout. People were smiling and happy, filled with hope and standing for what they believe in. Standing for your beliefs has been a running theme with me. In 2016, I wrote my first book, They Stood, celebrating the brave women who stood with Trump. I was shocked by the vitriol and hate directed at them. I was in awe of the women's strength to stand. In 2020, I wrote my second book, They Stood, about men and women who again stood against hate for our country. I applaud them. So as I watched Trump's speech, I got a sick feeling knowing that once again, the haters would show up and start their attacks. Once again, we will be called vile names, the worst being racist. Once again, friends and families' relationships would be strained. But once again, brave defenders of liberty would put themselves out there knowing full well the attacks would come. Our country was built on strong people, and they are needed most today. So before we are categorized by the liberal communist haters that know the Americans pulling together with one common goal is their biggest threat, no labels required other than freedom-loving patriots. I will tell you what I feel, who I am, and who I think many Americans are today. I do not wish to have my haters define me. 1, I love my country. I believe in the American dream for all willing to work for it. 2, I love children and animals the most. Our best lessons come from them. Pure love and less tainted by man-made hate. We need to be more like them, for they are pure. I respect winners. If somebody works hard to be excellent at something or successful, that should be rewarded with respect and should be an inspiration to all. Jealousy is a deadly sin and the cause of much of today's hate. I, for one, detest labels. Stop talking about race, start talking about character. We are being played by those who wish to control you and divide us. Period. We must stop it. And let children be children. Please lead by example. Be the love. Build your child up. For God's sake, don't tell them that because of their race or start in life, they are less likely to achieve. What kind of nonsense is that? And how arrogant are people to think that they're superior? Excuses only satisfy those giving them. Never let people tell you what you can't do. Do not let their limitations become yours. You will get what you settle for. You and you alone decide that. My dad told me the difference between a winner and a loser is that a winner tried one more time. You quit, you lose. Got it? So stay in your own lane. It is not your business how others live unless it directly affects you. And most of the time, it simply does not. In this world, people find happiness and love in their own ways. It's not your business. I know politics are ugly, never more true than today. But like it or not, it affects you. So you're going to have a say or just be satisfied to be led. Every family, every profession, every country has good and bad people. It is up to us to cast out the bad actors for the greater good. But don't be ridiculous. Good and bad will always exist, and we will always need the protection of those who risk their lives to defend us. Stand with them and fight with them. Nobody hates bad actors more than them, for they pay the price directly. I don't believe social issues belong in politics at all. These issues will never be resolved and are used to divide us and, frankly, to raise money. Government should be keeping us safe, fixing our infrastructure, and keeping our economy as strong as it can be. Less government in our daily lives is a good thing. Let people be free as long as they're not hurting others. Stop treating us like we're idiots. Propaganda has proven to be the most serious threat to our country and exactly what our ancestors warned us about. Demand accountability and truth, and vote with your dollars. Don't support things that use your money to destroy our country or brainwash your children. We're smarter than that. Maybe. Freedom, as Reagan said, is one generation at a time. Let's not be the generation that blows it. The only way to fix this country is through love. Love of God, love of country, love of family, love and respect for each other. Check out your minds. Are we selling love or hate? I know it's difficult. I find myself having to check myself daily when under attack, but we must. We must come together. It's mission critical. We must come together. This is what the communist countries who want to extend their power fear. A united America is an unbeatable country. Let's be that. We are at war. The enemy is at the gates, and it is time for us to stand and show the world that America is alive, is well, and we will not give up our liberties and rights. We will not. I wish we did not even have political parties, as it is another way to divide us. I love just Americans voting for the best person for the Americans, period. I love the Olympics because there the best person wins and should be celebrated. No labels need apply. America loves to celebrate winners, but loves even more tearing them down. Jealousy is an ugly, ugly, evil thing, and we must stop it. I am sick of people being called vile names because they have different opinions. We must be better. To tell any child they are not capable of learning or being great is the lowest of lows to me. How dare they? To encourage victimhood for your personal gain is pure evil. To dumb down a nation so you can better control them is wicked. We are at war. Teach your children to be mentally and physically strong. They're going to need it. There are no safe places. Most of all, America, we are not a country of racists. Read your history. We have fought against oppression every generation. Are there ignorant people teaching hate and divisiveness today? Yes, but they are few. They're just very loud. Most people are good people, and it is time for the good people to get loud and be heard. Come together in public displays of love and unity and show the world that America is still the shining light of freedom and opportunity. Love is the only way. Blessed are they, the peacemakers. We need much more of that. Thank you for your time. Talk to you tomorrow.